Welcome to Be Here, and for the first time ever, we're doing a very special mini-series where we're going to be having the first ever Be Here road trip. This is episode 1. Let's hit the road. Welcome to the highway. Well, we started this road trip over in Woodstock, Georgia, not too far away from where we live. That's a little bit north of Atlanta. And now we're heading north on 85. We're going to pass by the Carolinas, and we're going to get to our destination, which is Virginia, more specifically Crozet, Virginia, to visit my Aunt Sue. We're going to have some fun over there and see some awesome scenery along the way. Awesome scenery such as pretty yellow flowers on the side of the road, breathtaking lakes in the middle of lush forests as we go from state to state. There we go, our GPS just says, welcome to North Carolina, so it's official. Haha! There is just no shortage of beauty on the side of the road, especially as we made our way to the next state. Welcome to Virginia.
Welcome to Virginia.
Took the words right out of my mouth. The further north we went, the more prominent the mountains became, as we made it to our destination, Crozet, Virginia. So we're at our first stop in Virginia. We're going to check out the historic Blue Ridge Tunnel. Built in the 1850s, this is a historic tunnel. So we're on the trail to head down to the Blue Ridge Tunnel. We weren't aware of this when we first got here, but apparently there actually is a little bit of a hike. The sign said it's roughly about a 1.5 mile trail to get down there. So we're gonna enjoy the little hike, and when we get to the tunnel, we'll get some history. Let's do it. Round trip, this hike will be about 4.5 miles, but it is well worth it for the awesome experience. So we just arrived at the tunnel, getting our first view. You wanna take a look? Once you get to the tunnel, it is 4,273 feet to get to the other side. So we made it to the entrance of the tunnel. I only got one question for all of you at home. Are you scared of the dark? I might be. Now, despite the length of this tunnel, you can clearly see the opening on the other side. I just gotta do this just once. Hello! There's an echo in here. Okay, there's nothing too scary in here. Other than my wife. Oh, my wife is a little scary.
It's wild.
I can see my own breath, so that should tell you just how chilly it actually is in here. Bring a jacket. We got one entrance way down there, and the other entrance way down there. So we seem to be right in the middle. This is creepy, but it's fun. Even caves got a pee too. Look, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Quite literally, the light at the end of the tunnel. Hallelujah, we made it. If you're a little claustrophobic, if you're a little scared of the dark, it may not be for you, but I thought it was really cool. I definitely thought that this side was much cooler looking than the other. It looks like the entrance to a cave. A really long and spooky cave. Well, we survived the Blue Ridge Tunnel, made it completely to the other end. But when you come to this awesome tunnel and you check out the beauty of it all, always remember to be here. Speaking of beauty, Virginia has no shortage of that. We just had to pull over to the side of the road to admire this gorgeous view. Lots of pretty places in Virginia. And Crozet, Virginia is definitely known for its wineries, so be sure to check one out. But let's get something to eat. And one good place to eat in this area is the Blue Mountain Brewery. Let's go see what they got to eat. At this lovely restaurant, you have the option to enjoy eating outside as well as inside. And I just started out with the salad. I gotta be a good boy and eat healthy first, so I can have my nasty stuff later. Now this place is a brewery after all, so we got ourselves something special, which is called the Sampler Flight. We're about to get drunk. So we've tried a few. There were some good, some bad, but Isabel found one that she particularly likes. What do you think, baby?
So I found the Baltic Porter is actually okay. I discovered that I do not like hoppy beers, whatever that is. They're disgusting. Yeah, so Baltic Porter is a winner. Yay! Salud.
Salud. So we just got our food. I got myself a pulled pork sandwich with coleslaw and french fries. Baby, what did you get over here?
I got me a black bean burger.
Black bean burger with all kinds of goodness over here. And Sue, what do we got over here?
We got a Reuben with a side salad and blue cheese.
Nice. And Hayden, I think we just got a
regular cheese pizza.
Self-explanatory cheese pizza and french fries. But we're gonna enjoy our wonderful meal and we're gonna be here. Now that we've had our meal, we gotta work off all that food with a nice hike. On our way, we had to stop and admire this gorgeous lake, right next to Sugar Hollow Dam. So we just arrived over our next destination over here in Virginia. It's called Sugar Hollow Trail to Blue Hole. And basically it's just a trail you gotta cross the creek a few times going over the water. So prepare for that in case you gotta get your feet wet. And in case you're wondering, there is parking over here. And we're gonna go down to the creek, go down the trail, and have some fun. From start to finish, this is such a pretty trail. And here's the first little creek that you gotta cross. So be prepared to get your toes wet. FYI, the water's a little cold, so be ready for that, and the rocks are slippery, so be careful. For the most part, this is just a simple forest trail with a lot of pretty things to look at that have multiple creeks that you gotta cross. Now step on these little rocks, do a little rock jumping contest. On the Sugar Hollow Reservoir, there are actually two trails to take. You can take the one that we chose, which has creeks and you'll eventually get to the Blue Hole, or the other trail which leads to a Big Branch Falls, which has a couple of waterfalls. Both trails are unique and a lot of fun. On the trail we chose, we eventually made it to the Blue Hole, which isn't actually blue, but a good swimming hole nonetheless. And it's a great spot to jump right into the water. But let's get back on the road to our next destination. An awesome cave tour. So we just arrived at our next stop over in Virginia. Currently we're in Grottoes, Virginia, because right now we're gonna check out Grand Caverns Park. We're gonna go on a cave tour and have some fun with that. One thing I didn't realize until we got here, there is so much more here than just the cave tour. They got parks, they got a playground, they got a pool, they have miniature golf, they have this beautiful little gift shop over here. So whether you're trying to do some fun outdoor activities or go for a swim, play mini golf, or just have a nice day in a beautiful park, or like we are gonna go on a cave tour, this is definitely a place you want to check out. Grand Caverns is the oldest continually operating show cave in the United States. It was discovered in 1804 and started tours in 1806. The cave has gone through several different owners and even name changes over the past 200 plus years, but all the wonders that lay inside the cave have remained magnificent. And on the tour, you'll learn so much about the cave's awesome history.
We have this right here. Back in the day, it was really improper for a lady to ask a gentleman for a dance. So what she would do is she would come up here, she would place her hand on top. That would let the gentleman know that she was ready for a dance.
To be honest, I wouldn't mind dancing with my wife in such a beautiful place. In some areas of the cave, the ceiling is so high it looks like a grand hall. Take a look at this formation. Wow. Isabel stood right next to it to give it some scale. It doesn't really matter if you're looking at the ceiling or other formations around you. This place is full of wonders. Like these two incredible shield formations that look just like a giant clam. No matter where you look, this cave has one amazing feature after another. And some of these formations look just like animals, like this jellyfish for example. Crazy. Or a really big bridal veil. Now that's a good photo op. Some of these formations are over 12 feet tall, and this one to me looks just like the head of the Queen Alien. Without a doubt, there are no shortage of things in this cave to take your breath away. You will not regret your visit. Well, we just finished our tour over at the Grand Caverns. It was an awesome time, a lot of cool stuff in there. So if you're ever in town, definitely check it out, and always remember to be here.